All of you. Today I would like to discuss one of the current related issue, Budapest Convention. As you know, Budapest is the capital city of Hungary, one of the most beautiful city, and Hungary is also one of the most beautiful country inside Europe. So what is this Budapest Convention and why it is important for India? Before discussing it, let me tell you that whenever any sort of technology is being brought inside any country, you know what Ramdhari Singh Dinkar said about science, that science is like a sword. If you don't know how to use it, you can cut your own throat, and if you know how to use it, you can cut the throat of someone else. But the thing is this, it cannot be justified, the cutting of throat of anyone, if we believe in the Gandhian principle, who is completely based upon the non-violence. Anyway, he wanted to point that you need to know how to use anything. What I mean to tell you that whenever any sort of technology is being brought, there are some repercussions also along with that technology. The side effects also come along with that technology. You take the example of internet, and you know how many people are using this internet in the right direction. So for the very purpose is what this internet was invented, it was brought. How many people are using for that purpose? Just take the example of laptop. The way laptop is being used in present scenario, especially by the youths of our country, was this the purpose of Mr. Charles Babbage behind inventing this laptop? No, I'm not saying all of them are misusing it, but majority, we are only busy in watching movies or these sort of things. So what I mean to tell you, means the technology also has some sort of side effects, and these side effects can be reduced if we know how to use it. So this Budapest Convention, let me relate with this. Recently a report was released by a US based organization called Simnatech, and this report was related with the internet security threat, the internet security threat report 2017. And what this report told, that India is the third most vulnerable country as far as this cyber crime is concerned, internet security is concerned. The first was USA, China, and the third India. So you can understand, means the same internet, some people are using in the right direction, some people are using for the charity, they are contributing money to the needy people, some people are using for sharing the information, the right information. A tragedy took place, I think, in Tamil Nadu, and youths were involved to share the information of that tragedy to the relatives who were involved in that particular tragedy, who were the victim of this tragedy. But at the same time, means this internet is being used for the charity, but at the same time there are some people who are busy in stealing the money from the same internet. So this cyber crime, cyber means an internet based crime, a system based crime. This cyber crime has become a sort of challenge, not only for India but most of the countries on this planet. And as you know, this report, this Internet Security Threat Report 2017, released by Simnatech, a US based organization, it has already defined that where India is lying. So how to actually tackle this problem? Because India has become a global and a digitalized economy. Our Aadhaar data has been linked, but at the same time you have also heard the news related that Aadhaar data have been leaked. So most of the things, everything is related, has gone in the inside the world of the internet. And that's why India, and after the introduction of this digital India scheme, so this problem, this cyber security has become a question of concern. The first thing that the report has shown a mirror, and the second, you would also think, you would also know that the NCRB report 2016, what this report says, that whatever crimes were committed, those crimes related with the cyber, cyber crimes, those were committed during the year 2015. In the year 2016 there was 6% increase, and most of the crimes were related with the illegal money, a sexual exploitation, how to create problem against the women, how to destroy their dignity. So these were the major concerns. So you can understand, this internet security threat report is saying that cyber security is a big challenge for India, and this NCRB report also gives a sort of picture that if we have become the digitalized economy, our Aadhaar data has been linked with this digitalized economy, our mobile numbers and most of the things have been linked. So you also need to create a strong system so that we could get rid of these kinds of problems, so that our data could not be misused by other people. A latest example, which is this Cambridge Analytica. This Cambridge Analytica, it's a data mining firm, and how it purchased the data, the Facebook data, and this data was sold to the US, to USA, and it is being said that this data, you can say, the impact of this data was very much visible during the presidential election of Mr. Donald Trump. So we are also the member of this Facebook. Now it means you are seeing that it's really a very serious challenge, especially for India and for rest of the countries as well. Those have taken plunge inside the world of this internet, whether it is you talk about the Cambridge Analytica, or you talk about this internet security threat report, or you talk about this NCRB. All of these reports, or all of these facts are saying that India needs a sort of a platform so that we could secure our data against these kinds of crimes, against these kinds of cyber crimes. So this I think you have got my point. Was actually I want to say, this Budapest Convention is based upon this cyber crime. This is a sort of treaty. More than 150 countries are part of it, and they are saying that this internet security, or this cyber crime, which is a global phenomena, if we are not coming together, it will be very difficult for us to fight from this disease. And that's how this Budapest Convention, which is related with the cyber crime, comes into existence. As far as India is concerned, India is not so far the member of it, but India is trying, India considering to be the part of this Budapest Convention. Why? Because the situation of our country has completely changed in last 5 or 10 years, the way we are running in the digitalized economy race. So the Home Ministry, whatever the news came from the Home Ministry that India want to be the part of the member of this Budapest Convention Treaty, and the objective is very clear that it is completely based upon the to get security from this cyber crime. So the countries, those are the member of this treaty, they will share their data so that the kind of research could be taken place and we could actually know how to tackle this, because unless you get the data, unless you get the problem, how can you know the solution? So that's why means there is also a problem here, and this problem is being raised from the side of Intelligence Bureau of our country, IB. What IB is saying that, look, if India is being the part of this Budapest Convention or Budapest Treaty, so the one problem is there that, look, if we are being the member of it, so definitely we have to share our data. So IB is saying that we cannot believe up to a certain extent, beyond a certain extent, to these means foreign firms, or you can say it's against the sovereignty of our country. If country's data is being shared out of our country, so it is against the sovereignty of India. So it's a kind of means the thing we need to keep in mind what IB is saying. Now let's see actually what kind of what is the final result is coming into existence, whether we are going to be the part of it, because the challenges are also there. At the same time, we want to get the security against this cyber crime, but at the same time there is also a challenge that how to secure our data, even if we are being the part of this Budapest Convention. Thank you very much.